Auckland's Tāmaki Makaurau's most outstanding chef. How does it feel?
I wanted it to be centered around what I ate growing up and reflective of who I am and where I come from.
I'm so pumped for lunch today. We are taking you behind the scenes to meet Tāmaki Makaurau's most outstanding chef, who is celebrating Aotearoa's food story using local Indigenous ingredients. We're dining at Ada in the Convent Hotel. Kia ora, Auckland's most outstanding chef. Congratulations.
Oh, it's too much, eh?
We've eaten Kia's food before when he's worked at other restaurants, but he's now head chef at Ada, and he has just won a Lewisham Award for most outstanding chef in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland. The Lewisham Awards are the biggest awards in Auckland's hospo scene. I just look so excited to be here. I'm hanging with head chef Kia Kanuta, Auckland's Tāmaki Makaurau's most outstanding chef. How does it feel?
It's funny, it's sunk in now. It was pretty humbling at first, but like I've reiterated to everybody, it was the whole team thing, you know what I mean? Like I just came up with the ideas for a lot of the stuff, but without the execution of these guys, I wouldn't have got anywhere near outstanding.
Humble. I'm just poring over this lunch menu and it sounds bloody delicious. We are going for the set menu, which is $55 per head. There's just really interesting ingredients on here. Things like rewana fried bread, hara keke, which is flax, horopito, which is a black pepper, a Māori black plant. And this space is utterly beautiful. This building used to be a former nunnery, hence the name, the Convent Boutique Hotel. The space, the menu, the food, the people, it's already shaping up to be an awesome experience. I haven't yet eaten food here. I've eaten your food before and it is amazing. This menu reads to me as deeply personal, speaks to your heritage.
Yep.
Can we talk a bit about it?
Yeah, 100%. So that's exactly it. So coming into Ada, taking over a spot that was known as an Italian restaurant, I didn't want to step into doing another type of cuisine. I didn't want to have to do, say Italian food or French food. I wanted it to be centered around what I ate growing up and reflective of who I am and where I come from, because I felt like that was missing in our industry. There's a lot of people doing really lovely French food and really lovely Italian food, but there wasn't any really standout food that represented even just Auckland to me, you know what I mean? So that's what I set out to do. A lot of these dishes represent my socio-economic background, like to a T. And that is personal. A lot of these recipes I developed from ideas that I got from my parents, my late parents. A lot of these dishes, the techniques are inspired from traditional Māori methods, but also like my brothers and sisters here from around the world have helped me really refine things. It really is deeply personal, to be honest.
This is the rewana fried bread. It's got manuka smoked tarakihi, which is a white fish, I believe green tomato and a citron mayo. Cannot wait to dive into that. And this is the ikamata, which is traditionally a raw fish salad, coconut sauce, which is cooked, crispy nori, cucumber and salmon roe. Deep fried bread and smoked fish. Holy moly, what a start. It is a rewana fried bread. Rewana is a traditional Māori bread made with a potato bug. The smoked tarakihi, there's such a sweetness that comes with it being smoked with manuka wood. It's just fresh, it's light, it is delicious. The ikamata is with tarakihi. This is a little extra from the kitchen. That coconut sauce is so creamy and aromatic. Fish is beautiful. Again, it's really refreshing, really light. Wow. We get asked so often, like, where can I go and eat Māori food in a restaurant setting, you know? So I feel like this will be the place that we can tell people to come to.
That's what I've been going for. So I looked at the market and I looked at what was missing for my culture, and I've been a chef for a long time. And for me, there was kind of, you know, there was Captain Kaimoana's food truck, and then there was Hiakai, and I didn't feel like there was an in-between. There was no casual or like even semi-upmarket restaurant that wasn't going to cost you, you know, 200 plus per person, and you'd still leave full. So I just try to, I aim for a pocket where people from my background, working class people, can come in here, spend a reasonable amount of money, especially in these times, spend a reasonable amount of money, leave full, get the portion sizes that they're used to, and have a new experience. It's been tough navigating that, but we got there. Yeah, we got there.
The mains portion of our lunch has shown up. Beef short rib with a horapito and harakeke rub. It's sitting on a creamy hangi pumpkin puree. There's mushroom, mint, and this crispy looking thing is enoki mushroom, which is covered in a batter using that rewana sourdough and soda water. That looks amazing. And this here is the roasted cauliflower. It's sitting on top, hung yogurt, there's fennel slaw. It smells delicious. The beef is, I can tell it's melting in your mouth because it is falling off the fork. It's just so unctuous. Oh. Oh wow, it melts in your mouth. It's got such a beautiful flavour. And that hangi pumpkin puree, whoa. Hangi is a traditional Māori method of cooking underground. And Kia was saying that this is supposed to be autumn on a plate. He always has pumpkin soup for his birthday, and so this is like his restaurant version of his birthday meal. And it is flavoursome. It is packed full of flavour, and honestly that beef, quite peppery because it's got a horapito rub. Horapito is a mountain pepper bush which is native to New Zealand. Far out. Let's try this cauliflower. That is honestly the best cauliflower I've ever eaten. It's so flavoursome.
This is what Aotearoa soul food looks like.
I'm just so happy right now.
I always love being in the kitchen with my nanny. So I was born on her birthday. So I always got 2 birthday cakes because I had one and she had one. It was on Anzac Day. So there was always like the Anzac biscuits around. And there was always just like, right from my birthday, it was always like a celebration of food in the house. And you know, when you grow up without a lot, but there was still plenty of food. You know, we might not have had the nicest shoes or whatever, but there was always food on our plate. You know, and so it was always an inherited gratitude for that. I was always fascinated by the fact that it takes sunlight to grow vegetables, and then we eat those vegetables and we get the energy from the sunlight. And I was like, in my mind, it was like we were eating sunlight. So I always had a fascination around that. And then kind of necessity as well. So there was a passion plus necessity. After my parents passed away, we kind of fell on hard times in the family. So I dropped out of school and I started washing dishes at the Avondale RSA. And that helped just kind of ease bills in the family. But then I was washing dishes there. So I was getting to eat like whatever I wanted every night for dinner. And then the chefs there kind of grew my passion as well. They taught me all the basics before. And that got me a scholarship to chef school, and it's just been following that path ever since. Yeah. We're doing double desserts today. This is the first.
the banana caramel milkshake, chocolate soil wafer. Wow, oh, creamy as. Whoa, really intense banana flavor. Oh. What's your favorite dish on the menu?
I've got a couple. My favorite at the moment is te hono of polenta, lime and coconut. That's the dish that me and this guy came up with, and I'm just so fucking proud of it. It's so good.
Can you describe it?
It's a dessert.
Oh.
So it's a dessert.
Okay.
The idea came from me trying to make a gluten-free corn-based dessert.
Okay.
And so I had this idea for like kangapiro, which is rotten corn or fermented corn, turning that into a custard, having popcorn base and polenta cake and all these different ideas. And then Chef was actually walking around our garden out back and took some of the lemon and lime leaves off the tree and was like, oh, Chef, I'm gonna make this curd just for a laugh. And when I tried it, I was like, oh, we need to use that. It needs to be on the menu. So we flipped the idea, and then I was thinking about how those ingredients relate to me. And there was, when I used to live with a few musicians, they actually made a song called Coconut Lime featuring Shefu. And it's awesome. If you haven't heard the song, listen to it. It's by Team Dynamite. Okay. The video is outstanding. It's like it's filmed like an old kung fu movie.
Oh, awesome!
So it's just the song playing in the background, and then
sounds wild.
You know, the off center lip syncs and stuff. It's like that, and so that's the idea that I had in mind at the time when I was living with him. I was drinking a lot, and I came up with a coconut lime shot. And now that I'm sober, I wanted to kind of reconnect to that memory and disassociate from the liquor and put it back into food. And so the idea of that was this dessert to end the meal. I'm honestly really proud of that. Of all the dishes, that's my most recent favorite.
This is Chef's he hono, which means a connection of polenta, coconut and lime, and it is pretty. Whoa, it is so good. Creamy,
there's so many different
crunchy.
textures.
Yes, you're awesome with texture. Wow, what a lunch. That is Māori cuisine to the most epic level, and if you are wanting to experience Māori cuisine and cooking, Ada, this is where you have to eat. Kia Kanuta is doing awesome, delicious things. The whole ethos around your dining experience is really special. Like I said, deeply personal, speaks to his heritage, and it is honestly top notch. Just come here, just come here and eat here. Loved it.